Hit and pull clean.
That shit sound like a classic song, man. I might have to get that one.
I done pulled up clean. I done popped up clean. I done popped the perk. I done popped the bean. I'm the freshest dog that you ever saw.
Oh man, hit it, man.
Hey.
We live with it, man. Let's go.
So if you go freestyle, you gotta go.
Hold up, I done pulled up clean with your old lady. Boys call me crazy. I am not fugazi. Boy can't fade me. Pull up with your baby, mama, and you know that boy in the Hummer. Had to flex all summer. Had to keep the lumber for all that drama. Like the plumber. Man, what you said? Boys end up dead. I done came through, man. Got to get the bread. Then I get the head. Then I left for it. What you
Hitting with the bars, man. I thought you were hitting with the numbers. Now you hitting with the bars, man. Let's go.
Man, let's go. So, man, we in that bye week, man.
Yes, sir.
So we got to prepare for the final season push, man. I can't wait to have this conversation with you boys.
Yes, sir. It's a much needed conversation.
So we got special guests, man. We got Wes, we got Hen, all in the boss land. Hey,
absolutely.
Hey, Henny. It's 51 states now, brother.
Excuse me?
It's 51 states.
When this happened?
When Boss Land appeared.
Hey, y'all hold that thought.
You feel me?
He ain't know it. Remember that song? He ain't even know it.
Say he didn't know it. He walked right into that, didn't he? Did he walk right into that or what?
I can just share it with you real quick because hold on. I can share the thing with you.
Yeah, man. So so it's 51 states now.
Y'all give me 1 second, man. I got some stuff going on.
Okay.
Hold on. That's not what I tried to send you. Hold on. That's not right. Hold on. This is right.
All right, there we go.
All right, so, I sent you the right link this time. I just sent it in.
No, wait.
I sent it to your Facebook.
No. I sent him the link, Henny.
Okay.
Henny, did you send him your link?
Nah, I just had shared it.
Okay. Because if you
he said he in.
All right, I see him. I just don't hear him. I don't hear him yet. But I see y'all coming in the building, man. I see everybody coming in the building. Welcome, man. I see y'all in the building, man. I see all the good people. I see all the good people of the world, man. Coming in, JV Boy, D.A. Lee. I see all y'all. Yeah, man. So we sitting there, man, rocking out, man. So, yeah, I see West Coast in the background. West, sound test. Okay, I don't hear West. All right, here we go. Let me check it out. Make sure that me. Now, I got West. I got you up. I got you all the way up. All right. Yeah, let's go. We finna go and kick off this show. We still also doing sound tests in the back. That's what you gotta do sometime, man. Hey, this world ain't perfect, but I am. You know what I mean? This world ain't perfect, but I am.
Bruh.
Let's go, man. I'm ready to have this discussion about this bye week. See y'all coming in the building. What's up, man? Welcome.
What's Gucci?
What's Gucci? I see.
Say something, Wes.
He trying. I see him trying.
So that's a no. I can't hear you, cuz.
Yeah. But we go get him, man. It always work out, man. So let's go. something. He called you Slam Williams.
Yeah.
He wants to know, will you adopt that name from being a slam artist like how you did on Boy from Detroit, man? When you think about adopting the name Slam Williams.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
You keep looking for a flip, for real. That's not wealth, that's rent, for real. 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 Really real.
Let's go.
Really real. For real. For real. For real. For real. No liens on the whip, for real. I get bored, I take a trip, for real. Take a loss, I never trip, for real.
Never trip.
Been in shock, I'm not a lick, for real. Don't trust the soul, it's on my hip, for real. Make a move and you get hit, for real. No pictures by the crib, for real. Can't let
Man, let's go.
I'm almost feeling like I gotta bust a flow now, man. I
Man.
almost gotta bust me a flow now, man. You understand?
No, I do understand. So we do got Hen in the back. We got Wes in the back. We're going through a little bit of technical difficulties. So what happened is Henny sent Wes the link. So now Wes is in Henny's link and still no sound. So Wes, you're gonna have to go back to the link, the original link that I sent you on Twitter. That's gonna get you all the way in, big dog. You're gonna be ready to go. Ain't gonna be easy. Easy peasy.
Yes, sir.
Easy peasy. So I can see everybody in the background even as I'm producing. So it's gonna work itself out. So we gotta go back to the original order. We right there though.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be dope. All right, so check this out. So we got the bye week preparing for the final season push land.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. It's about that time, man. You know, this is when you get to reflect on what you've accomplished during the season, you know what I'm saying, and the things that you're preparing to do for the future. So, you know, this is evaluation time for everybody. You know, Mike McCarthy is evaluating himself. Dan Quinn is evaluating himself. And I like it to a degree because, you know, can't nobody just be too happy about where they at. You know what I'm saying? They can't be just so confident to where they don't feel like they got work to do. You see what I'm saying? Everybody knows they haven't been to their best, so they know they got stuff they need to correct. So that's what I like about it. Everybody will be addressing their flaws in this bye week. That's what we need.
So we go talk about some specifics too, right?
Mm-hmm.
We go really talk about it. Now, Wes, I see you in the background. Try to come in through your phone. That might get your audio. Try that. So we got Wes in the background, and then also let Henny know, Wes, that he need to go back to the original link and come back in, and then we gonna have y'all in here. But now, Ben, going to what we was talking about, you know, because obviously we could also talk about the schedule that's up and coming, right? Because they got a lot to do with us preparing as well. So I want to first start with kind of like Mike McCarthy. Let's start with the head guy. Let's start with the head guy, bruh. That's just
Big
the way.
Mike.
Yeah, let's just kick it off, bro. Let's evaluate Big Mike. I'm gonna start with you, man. Let's evaluate the big guy.
Okay.
Soprano.
Big Mike Soprano. So what I see from Big Mike already, man, you know, I've seen, you know, he's had his moments to where you might leave something to be desired. You know, we kind of struggled in the red zone. But for the most part, I think this team has been a machine moving up and down the field. It's just a little tweaking that we got to do. My bad, boss. Let me take this call real quick.
Yeah. Well, I'll pick it up and say this. If I'm evaluating Big Mike, I'm going to be all the way honest and say he's doing mostly what he said that he aimed to do. But when you aim to do it the way that he's doing it, the complementary style of offense, it's not going to get style points. It's not. It's meant to have methodical long drives. It's meant to rest your defense and keep the elite part of your team elite. So he's actually, for the most part, accomplishing that part of the mission, but it's coming with some downside too. So obviously the upside is the long play drives. Like, we all appreciate that. That plays perfectly into our
Can you hear me?
defense. We can hear you now. We can hear you now. Yeah, we can hear you. Came in through your phone?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I knew that would work. So, but we was talking about Mike McCarthy. So, and landlord, you trying to get Henny in?
Are my channels connected, or are they allowed? Is it gonna let me go
Channels
live?
are connected. Everything is connected. Yeah. So yeah, but I was talking about that Mike McCarthy, man. So Wes.
Yeah, my bad, boss. I got some car issues. I'm getting told and stuff right
Okay,
now. So
he's first.
Interrupting me.
First things first, bro. We got Wes in the back. We almost finna get Wes up in here. So we got Wes. He's already in on his phone. Now we just got to get Henny to go back to the other link, and then we gonna be all good to go. But go ahead, what you were saying on Mike McCarthy.
My bad.
Then I'm gonna finish what I was saying on Mike McCarthy.
Yeah.
And then everybody just embrace this imperfection for the second. It's just what it is. And then we will go around the circle.
We do it live, man. We do it live.
That's what we do, man. Let's go.
But yeah, man, with Mike McCarthy, we had some red zone issues. But what I do like about it, we was moving the ball with no problem. We only seen one game that we was pretty much stalled, and that was against the 49ers. But every other game, this offense been moving up and down the field with no problem. The biggest tweak we need is to be more creative in the red zone. Now, it is some stuff I like. I would like to see him use Tony on the edges, on the boundaries, do some stretch runs, some toss, some sweep type runs with Tony instead of just running through the A-gap. I don't think that's the most effective way to use Tony Pollard right now. So, I don't know if he trusts. It might be the trust of the O-line. He might trust Biotish and, Zach Barnes to open that hole up in the A-gap, but it ain't working right now. So maybe he need to explore going on the edges with Tony Pollard. I feel like getting Tony in space is more effective. That's when he can shine the brightest, I feel like. So that's one of the things I would like him to improve on. And other than that, maybe not target Michael Gallup as much as he been doing lately, because Dak was almost perfect against everybody else when he was throwing the ball to everybody else except for Michael Gallup last game. So, maybe he should be able to incorporate Turpin a little more and give my boy Jalen Tolbert some run, man. How long? That's a question we need to ask in the bye week right there. How much time, how many more reps are you gonna give Michael Gallup? And y'all know I like Micah Gallup. I'm not a Micah Gallup hater. I actually support him. But after a while, you'll look crazy if you're supporting somebody and they ain't supporting themselves. So, after a while, it is what it is. The rubber meet the road. You got to really evaluate yourself. So, how long before we start taking some of those reps away from Micah Gallup? Or do you think he can bounce back and become the receiver that we used to love? What you think about that, boss?
Man, you can't pass that back to me because we ain't gonna pass it to the homies that's in the building, bro. We gotta be
okay.
Ooh,
I know. Well, look,
you
I
can't
already
pass
know
that to me, bro.
Hey, boss,
can you? Gonna say. Hold on.
Hey, boss, can you check in? Can you check and make sure my Facebook is live? I'm live on YouTube, but I don't think my Facebook went.
I have both of them on.
All right. Oh, it's not showing on my page, but it's all good. Go ahead. Can you just give a double check for me? It's not showing up on my page, but I'm live on YouTube though.
Let me see. Yeah, it's on.
Isn't it showing up on my page there? It's all good. I mean, we all have on YouTube, so I got at least one audience on here.
Right on.
All right.
Good. Everybody good now? We good?
I mean, can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Oh shit. Okay, we Gucci then. What's up with y'all, man? So let me go ahead and grab this real quick, man. Y'all were talking
what we talking
ways.
about? You know what we talking about?
Yeah, you talk about ways, to improve the offense. We were trying to grade what we thought about Mike McCarthy up to this point.
I catch you all the way up. So we in the bye week preparing for the final season push. So we were just kind of starting from the top on whatever could be some things that we need to work on. So we picked Mike McCarthy, but we don't necessarily got to be Mike McCarthy with all of you good thinking people. You know what I'm saying? So
Well,
if that's what you want to tackle, tackle it.
Yeah.
But if it's something else that's on your mind, I'm open to hear it. And I heard what Landlord said, because I ain't forgot. He was like, do we go forward with Michael Gallup and start giving some more reps to Jalen Tolbert? I ain't forgot. I just want to hear everybody out. Then we go come around, man. I promise you, because I want to hear from everybody on this. So what you got, Hen?
Well, it's the same thing. Like West Coast offense can work, right? Like, we have some qualms with the way that Mike McCarthy's doing things, but we seen West Coast work around the league. We seen it with Kansas City. We seen it with the 49ers. We seen it with Green Bay. We seen it with other teams, be successful with the West Coast concepts and stuff. The issue with Mike McCarthy is, it's not that you got to, scrap everything that we're doing and start over from formula. Like, you can make some minor tweaks to this offense and you can probably be out here averaging 27, 28 points a game. Like, if you look at the Dallas Cowboys and their motion percentage, we're dead last in the NFL in terms of having motion at the time of the snap. Meaning, like, we may use some motion and move somebody across the field, but they're going to reset. They're going to be standing their ass right there when the play starts, right? The same way that the Chargers got an easy touchdown off of us because they had Keenan Allen running at the snap. We don't do that. So one of the things I would like to implement more of is adding some more at snap motion. Some more at snap motion. Another thing, Mike McCarthy loves to run mirrored concepts. When I say mirrored concepts, I mean if he's running a route concept on the play side, on the back side, a lot of times he's running the same damn route combination. And when you're in a timing-based offense, right, if you look play side first and those things do not develop, you cannot then come backside if it's the same play concept, because the window for those plays to develop has already passed, right? So what I would like Mike McCarthy to do is give Dak Prescott more backside options, give him more route concepts to bring receivers back into his line of vision. So if the stuff play side does not work, he will still have another outlet to go with the football. So it's little minor things that you can do to make things easier for Dak and the offense as a whole. But, I think we need to give it time, because we seen some of the concepts work. Like, we seen Dak Prescott was killing them on the smash concept, kept hitting CeeDee Lamb on the corner route, right? We seen that they used the drag concept and they got a big play over the middle when somebody took the low man. So there's still concepts that work. We just need to do more of what works and less of what's been holding us back.
Wes.
That's a good point. What was the question about Mike McCarthy?
It was about basically the bye weeks and basically looking at bye week as an evaluation of the first 6 games and then trying to prepare for the final run and saying, okay, what will we change? It could be coach, it could be play calling, it can be personnel, it can be running back, it can be tackle, it can be whatever. I'm just trying to hear from everybody, and I'm just kind of taking notes.
Okay. I think first off, you need to acknowledge what the scheme can fix and what better players needs to be fixed. Like, what problems have to be fixed by either one, because there are some problems you have that can be fixed by just calling better play calls, and then there's some things that we need fixed because we just need better human beings and with a star on their helmet. So when it comes to running, I think right now when it comes to if I had to say what are the Cowboys' problems right now, I would say running the ball for sure. Running the ball consistently. So, I missed to run the damn ball. That's going to be the first thing I'm always going to talk about. So my first thing is, how do we get the run game back on track? How do we get our running backs to be the threat and not our quarterback? Because at the end of the day, I want Dak Prescott to be the threat of run, but I don't want him to be my only threat. So right now, I think that we need a better human being as far as a running back. We need another human being that's good at his job. You know what I'm saying? At running the football. Tony Pollard, and we can listen to him. We can put it on the offensive line as much as we want, but let's just be real. This offensive line, this is about as good as this is as good as it's going to get. The only thing that's going to be better with this offensive line is experience. That's the only thing you're gonna be able to add to this offensive line, because the actual names are gonna be exactly the same. You know what I'm saying? So I think you do need to bring in another running back. I definitely believe you think you need to bring a running back. I've looked at the film on Tony, and it has nothing to do with it. It has nothing to, I mean, the offensive line is doing their job, but it's like this. I mean, there's moments when the offensive line does not do their job, but it's like this. What was the reasoning why we felt we were going to be okay with bringing Tony Pollard in and making him the starter? Because he was going to have that explosiveness. He was going to have those things that we didn't have, that we felt, well, that's what people were saying. He was going to have those things that we felt we didn't have from Ezekiel Elliott. So it's like, we can't then like look at Tony and be like, oh, we're basically using the reasons where we said Zeke wasn't successful and why Tony's not being successful. And that's not good enough for me, because Tony was supposed to be the coup de grace of that. That was the reason why we went with Tony, because we knew we were going to have these inefficiencies on our offensive line. And that's why we needed a more explosive player. So now the things that we kept Tony Pollard for, we're not seeing them. And to be honest with you, I don't know when we're going to see them, because explosiveness is not something that you get in a bye week. That's usually something you get in the off season. So it's like, I don't think that Tony Pollard, I don't think Tony Pollard is going to get better than what he is right now this year. I do believe he can get better next year, but Michael Gallup showed me that when you come back early off injury, what you are is what you are. You know what I'm saying? You might be a little better next year, but what you are right now is what you are. So because of that, I think the Cowboys definitely need to bring in another running back. That's my thoughts as far as the running back situation. I can talk about the tight end and other stuff, but I want to start there first.
I don't mean to interject, man, but life happened to me, man. I got to go run into my car real quick, but y'all keep rocking. I probably can come back on the back end of the show real quick, but I got to run off, man.
No,
I ain't tripping. Just give me his airtime. I ain't tripping.
Now we're gonna have to split that up. We're gonna split that up, man. That's premium right there.
Yeah.
Hey,
give me his airtime. I ain't tripping.
Hey, let me interject something, because Todd Archer said that
while we on the subject of that, I got something to say.
Real quick, because this is
I'm just playing.
I didn't know. Because you usually have some fire ass points, so I'm gonna let you cook if you had some. But Todd Archer said we worked out 8 players. And I don't know who none of these guys are, but I'm gonna give you the positions that they worked out. They worked out a guard.
Pause real quick. For the people who asked me, will the Cowboys bring in people? There you go. I told you guys that the Cowboys will bring human beings in, but they will be people that you do not know. There you go.
Yeah, I don't know none of these dudes. So they brought in Chris.
Where you
Glazer,
looking at it at?
Todd Archer's Twitter. Yeah.
All right, let me pull it up.
What's up, Gilbert? What's up, Joseph?
I'll pull it up.
Hey, I love that we live in the modern ages, man.
Oh yeah, man.
So yeah, we can pull it up. Y'all can be confused with me.
I'm gonna put your face. I'm gonna put your face with it too. We go. Hey, listen, bro. That's how we do now. That's where we at now. Boom. Let's go.
All right. So there we go. So the Cowboys worked out 8 players Wednesday. Chris Glazer, a guard. Adam Pankey. With a name like Pankey, like I don't think you hard. Lachavius, Lord forgive me if I mispronounce your name, young man. Lachavius.
Hey, have you seen that? You know that Keenan Pell little pet when they're that's what it feels. Latavius Gentarius Gordon Varvis Latharcius III.
Man, listen. These are Madden generated names.
Wes,
all of them are, bro.
You I can't see your face. Just letting you know.
Oh, I had the L2 tilted up.
There you go. All right, go ahead. No, I don't know none of these dudes.
Tackle Badera. Anyway, Buddy Johnson, Davian Taylor, tight end. No, they brought in 2 tight ends. EJ Jenkins, Eric Saubert.
Hey, I got a fire. Hey, listen to me. I'm not even talking about tight end because I got a fire ass video I'm about to drop, and I just want to get my full issue off. So I ain't even trying to say. But if somebody just so happen to ask me a question, I will acknowledge it. But I got a whole video I'm about to drop.
You know I touched on it a little bit on my last show.
I'm about to drop it on their ass.
Yeah, man. You might well record it while you're on here.
No.
Real quick, though,
I need all that smoke.
Going back to the business of final season push.
Mm-hmm.
So Landlord, before he had to dip out, he was talking about upgrading Michael Gallup. And should we do that? So we gonna start with that. We gonna go right back around the circle on that. Cause I want to get everybody's thoughts and then kind of go around that. Is it
Michael
time?
Jeezy baby.
Yeah, is it time? Is it time to start
Jeezy
ramping up
baby.
Jalen Tolbert?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yes.
If you think about this,
Hold
if
on
you're
real quick.
talking,
Let me go with him first, and then you go with.
Yeah, so it's time. Because listen, anytime that listen, first and foremost, there is not a wide receiver on this team that deserves 10 targets, not named Sedarian Lamb. Let's start with that. Like, you put people in positions to look bad when you throwing the ball too damn much. Like, CeeDee Lamb is the only guy that deserves 10 targets in a football game in a Dallas Cowboys uniform. Let's start with that. Secondly, because we seen Michael Gallup struggle with separation, because we seen him drop some balls that we believe that he should catch, and because we seen flashes of Jalen Tolbert. The last time that you gave Jalen Tolbert opportunities, he had over 50 yards in the game for you, right? So we seen Jalen Tolbert, be an asset to you on there, and if you look at the business side of it, right? Because I'm not front office, I don't usually care about the money, but if you look at it from the eyeballs of Jerry Jones, Michael Gallup is your highest paid wide receiver. Like, he makes more money than Brandon Cooks, because Brandon Cooks restructured. He makes more money than CeeDee Lamb and Jalen Tolbert, because CeeDee Lamb and Jalen Tolbert are on rookie deals. Right? So he is your highest paid wide receiver, and he may not even be in your top 3. Ugh. Like, we're up here talking about should he lose his wide receiver 3 job to Jalen Tolbert right now. We're up here talking about should we bring in another wide receiver to help out with the offense, because he's not doing the things that we asked him to do at this point. So with all that said, like, man, he's going to be gone regardless next year. Like, this is a wrap. It's over with. Like, the fat lady done sung. She done warmed up. She done dropped the banger. Like, she got.
Hey, real quick, shout out to all the beautiful. Hey, shout out to all the beautiful all the fat beautiful Cowboy women that support us though. Oh, we love y'all.
Indeed,
we love you especially.
But hey, I'm just saying, the fat lady dropped the banger. She got a little baby on that mug, man.
You ain't fat unless you're 400 pounds. If you ain't over 400 pounds, you just big boned, Cowboy Nation. I'm telling you right now. If the scale don't say 400, you ain't big, girl. You just big boned, girl.
Crazy.
I'm just saying, all the beautiful big Cowboy women. I love y'all, man.
But yeah, it's
the views of Henry the Morty not support West Coast. I just want to let them know.
Hey, the views of West Coast.
Views of West. Right.
Yeah, Jason.
Right, man,
Jason. Fat Lady sung and did a remix. But yeah, go ahead, Wes.
Hey, you said he said that boy said that boy girl. That boy said they got a fat lady got 808 monster on the beat. 808. Man, listen to me, man. Listen, I don't like beating a dead horse, but all I'm gonna just say is, man, all them crazy videos that I used to make about 2 years ago. I remember a video. I was at Great Wolf Lodge with my kids celebrating their birthday, and I got a video. I got a text over my screen that said the Dallas Cowboys had just signed Michael Gallup, and I went off, bruh. I was on that show for almost 2 hours at Great Wolf Lodge, walking around showing my frustration. You guys have known where I've gone, where I've stood on this subject. I don't believe that number 3 anything should get re-signed. I'm just being honest with you. Listen, trick question. Name me a number 3 on anything at any position that you think should get re-signed. Bro, if you're a number 3 at any position, you should not get re-signed. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? The NFL has too much disparity. They have too much youth coming in. If you're a third string quarterback, you shouldn't get re-signed. If you're a third string running back, bro, you can it's all replaceable. Think about this. At Michael Gallup's best, on Michael Gallup's best day, the day that he came out shining like a penny, he was a third string receiver. You want to know why? Because even then he had Amari Cooper, he had CeeDee Lamb, and then guess what? Even then he was really a fourth because Dalton Schultz and Zeke was getting as many targets as him. So the Cowboys literally tried to make Michael Gallup be something that he's really not. Like, there was no call for them to pay him. There was none. And to be honest with you, listen to me. The Cowboys kind of knew this. And listen to me. This isn't even really Michael Gallup's fault. You want to know why? Because he wasn't listen, Michael Gallup didn't tell them to draft CeeDee Lamb. Everything would have been fine if they wouldn't have drafted CeeDee Lamb. But when you drafted CeeDee Lamb and you invested a first-round pick into him, and you had Amari Cooper paying him and invested a first-round pick, like, bro, the writing was on the wall. You know what I'm saying? It's like we've all been in those doomed friendships or relationships, and it's like, bruh, the writing is on the wall. You just need to read it now. You just need to read it. I don't understand why nobody but didn't understand that we were going to be like, were we expecting CeeDee Lamb to not get good? Like to get better? And then think about this. Were we thinking at some point that Michael Gallup was going to be better than both of them? No. This was honestly, I'm going to tell you, Michael Gallup is an example of him having an in with someone. There is someone in this management company between Jerry, and it ain't your offensive coordinator because it's higher than Jerry. I mean, it's higher than your offensive coordinator. There's someone at the top, either Jerry or Steven, or maybe your head coach. Those are the three guys who cut extremely hard for Michael Gallup because they are making it. Think about this. Think about this. Every day I see a Cowboy game, I say, why can't they figure out how to get Brandon Cooks the ball? Why can't they figure out how to get CeeDee Lamb the ball? They have no problem figuring out how to get Michael Gallup the ball. How is that possible? The reason why it's possible is because they're making a conscious decision to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like a child. I tell you to clean your room, you can't do it. I tell you to go do something that you love to do, you running down the room. What's the difference? You know what I'm saying? It's because you're making a conscious decision to do it now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I think someone is making a conscious decision to overly target him right now. And I'm going to be honest with you, a little somebody in me makes me think that maybe they are looking for trade bait for him. Because you got to think like this. Currently, as it stands, if you don't do what you're trying to do with Michael Gallup right now, you just have an $11 million receiver that can't do nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? Right now, we're trying to create an $11 million receiver that can go help somebody else. You know what I'm saying? But the only way you're going to do that is with snaps and reps. So I am hoping that the reason why they're doing this, because Henny, you're absolutely right. There is a willingness to get him the ball because, bro, nobody on this team, I think, has had more than 10 targets in one game. Well, Michael Gallup's had it.
CeeDee Lamb had that week 2 against the Jets. So that's the only outlier.
And think about this. And that was a game where we went in with the mindset is we're going to get CeeDee the ball.
Mm-hmm. We playing around.
Bro, listen to me. Listen to me. I know that they're making for sure. Because think about this. I know every game Michael Gallup's going to get at least 2 quick slants. Well, think about this. Slants are individual routes. That means that you are the first person I'm going to read on this play. That means that play is specifically called for you. Why are we calling plays specifically for my third string receiver, bruh?
So the answer is yes.
Yeah, I actually think they're trying to. I think they are trying to trade him. I think they are trying to
trade. Because the original question was, do we start ramping up Jalen Tolbert? You know.
Oh hell yeah!
Because of the
hell yeah.
Because you've been trying to, you forced it. You gave him a shot. Okay, if you're trying to trade him, cool. You got about a week for something to happen with that. Good luck. I don't think nothing happens with that at all. But going into the final push,
ain't no wide receiver get hurt.
I would just say this, just keeping it all the way honest and easy. Start ramping up the guys that's already the dudes, like Brandon Cooks. Start targeting more the people that give you the higher return on investment, like CeeDee Lamb. Don't play the contract games to where we're going to target you less because we want to try to use your lack of production that we forced as leverage against you. We saw that happen with Amari. It was clear. When he had the same amount of targets as Dalton Schultz, that should have told everybody that that was intentional, to your point. So, what if we really serious about this bye week and making the right changes? I think we will see more Brandon Cook targets, more CD Lamb targets, and a ramp up of Jalen Tolbert right now.
Yeah,
and
because
those would be
I'm
the
gonna tell you
indications of if this team is serious or not. Because
Right.
Because listen, I listen.
Right.
I don't care that Michael Gallup's been the wide receiver that's been here the longest.
Exactly.
He's nowhere near the most productive.
Yep.
If you look at the separation graph, right? Because league average is about 2.9 yards. That man don't even get a full 2 yards of separation, right? And listen, that's one thing I do hold against him. The landlord was right. Like they had hands on Michael Gallup. They were pulling on him. Yeah, he was in arm reach and they could touch his ass. That's why they were able to grab his ass because he's not going nowhere. Yeah. And
I'm gonna give you guys. I'm gonna show y'all some love too.
Dirty, bro.
And think about this. I'm gonna give y'all some extra too. Like, even though this isn't really the half point of our season, like we actually haven't gotten to the half part of our season. You know what I'm saying? We still got about
use
like
the bye week because I never seen.
I know. But
just looking at the bye week as a way to assess.
Yeah, I understand that, but I'm making a point with it.
All right.
We actually, whatever we do, since this isn't technically the halfway point of our season, whatever you do right now, if you are serious about it, you have enough games for it to work.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this isn't us looking at we're at week. Because think about this: when we got Amari Cooper, we only had like 7 games left. You know what I'm saying? And then think about this: he didn't even play in. He came back. Did he play in that first game? Did he play in that first game versus the Titans?
Yes, he did because he had a touchdown.
He did, but we didn't really see Amari Cooper to the next week because we lost the first. We lost that first game when we got him. If I'm not mistaken, didn't we?
Yeah, fell to 3-5.
That's what it was. We lost that. So that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this: Cowboys, don't fake the funk. You have enough time to fix whatever it is you want to fix. Because you have, what is our record? We are 4-2. Bro, we have 10 games.
11.
10 games. Thinking you have enough games. Realistically, you have enough games to put a player on this team that's never been a Dallas Cowboy. And he still has enough time to get enough votes to be a Pro Bowler. Like, you have enough time. So what I'm saying is, there should, at the end of this season, when we look back on this, we cannot use we didn't have time. No. We got the bye exactly when we needed it. You have 2 weeks to bring in someone, and then you still have 10 more games. Like, that's better than T.Y. here. Any free agent that comes to Dallas is going to be good because that's 10 games you get to get paid off of. That's a lot of money, bruh.
Yeah, so
that's all I'm saying. Cowboys, you have enough time. Whatever you decide to do, you have enough time to implement and for it to work and for it to change the season around. The season's not over. That's basically what I'm saying. The season's not over. You still got 10 weeks, bro.
Gotcha. So check this out.
And I keep throwing it out there because I know what you mean. I keep throwing out 11. We got 11 weeks just to be precise because it's a 17-game season.
I know. I'm saying games, though. I'm not saying games, but
yeah.
But I'm just saying if you're going to a free. If you're 11, Doug. Wait, what we're 11. Oh my God, Henry. Oh my God.
It's 11. It's 11.
17 games.
Yeah.
Think about this. That's even more.
Yeah.
That's even more. I'm tripping, y'all.
That's all good.
It's all good.
All
Hey,
right,
listen, theoretically, but based on what you said, though, you could really bring in somebody that ain't took a snap, but they can have 1,000 yards for you.
Facts.
Yeah.
In 11 games.
All right, so I want to bring up a name then. Since we're talking about bringing in somebody, a trainer friend of mine, because I want to just throw out a couple of ideas out here. So, one of the things is obviously Tony
11
Pollard.
more weeks.
What's the idea?
So, Tony Pollard is not obviously a power back at all. They trying to use him and I think he does pretty good in between the tackles. I really do. I think he does pretty good in between the tackles. But that complementary 2-punch combo with Zeke and Pollard did work better together. Now, we was warning about that because a lot of people was just hated the fact of bringing back Zeke. And that's okay. But it's not even about Zeke. It was about somebody that was a counter to what Tony Pollard is. So what's y'all thoughts on bringing in somebody on the outside, or is it time to just ramp up Rico? You know, because I don't think they're using Rico enough at all. I wanted to see more of Rico, especially in his previous game, because Rico to me been showing juice. I want to see more of him, and I don't think they doing it. So even before they go on the outside, I wanted to talk about, like, do we even just say forget the outside like Fournette and then say, you know what, let's give our guy a shot. I'm gonna start with you, Hen.
Yes, they need to bring in a running back. And I listen, I like Rico. I like Rico. But let me tell you something. One, I cannot count on Rico Dow to stay healthy. The reason that we're just now hearing about Rico Dow, and he's been in the league for multiple years, is because he has the injury bug. So if I ramp up Rico Dow and then he goes down, then I look stupid again.
Yeah.
So I need somebody with one with some pedigree. I need somebody that can do the complete running back thing. I need you to be able to pass block. I need you to be able to run between the tackles, and I need you to be able to catch if need be. Leonard Fournette, like people say some things about him. They say that he doesn't take the training seriously, and he might come in overweight. This, that, and the third. If he is game ready, I would not mind having Leonard Fournette in, because one, he's been a number one running back, a 3-down running back before. 2, he has playoff experience, and 3, he won a championship, so he knows what it means to perform in pressure situations. So those are things that I think about with Leonard Fournette. If the physical is there and everything else is fine, then I would do it. And Black Man, the reason you cannot go get Connor, I think he's on IR. If I'm not mistaken, they put Connor on IR, so you cannot trade for a player that's on IR.
He's hurt. He's probably not even really hurt, but they put him down. I think they're tucking him until Kyler Murray's really, really ready. So, who's supposed to be coming back?
I'm gonna come back real quick, but I want to highlight something. It's so frustrating. He say, my boy, his name is Dak Delusional Fans with More Excuses. That's his name. He say they going to play the money toe, but not playing over Gallup.
I mean, at least you know that much.
But see, I want to say something. But see, this is my thing. You are obviously very serious about your campaign against Dak's fans. Okay, you're serious. You have a whole name dedicated to calling out Dallas Cowboy fans that hope that Dak, does his job and his part to help us get to a Super Bowl and win it. That's your dedication. But yet you are admitting that we are going to use budgets and money as a reason to justify Gallup. Wouldn't it be a better use of your time, instead of calling out fans about your lack of belief in Dak? Wouldn't it be better for you to change your name to something that talks about the politics that you see and know is going to happen with the Dallas Cowboys? Wouldn't that be a more constructive use of your hate, sir? Like, for real. I'm cool with campaigns, but I want campaigns that's going to get us closer to winning. So we all know and we all see that there's an over-targeting of Michael Gallup, because we usually do and make the mistake of giving people playing time based on budgets, which I call reverse cheat. Because we pay you, we feel like we got to play you. Or because we draft you, Will McClay even said it. He said, if we pick them, we got to play them. So we get stuck in these traditions of how we do things in the Dallas Cowboys. So we need people like you that make campaigns against Dak to work a little bit smarter and make a new campaign about the real obvious, real problems that we have on this team.
Yeah, man. Or stop. My thing is this: stop million man marching for stuff that the government ain't gonna change, bro. They is not about to put your face on the dollar bill. So why are we out here trying to do a million man march to get West Coast's face on the dollar bill? Like, bruh, Let's do if we gonna really be out here on some we in the streets taking rioting, we singing kumbayas and we will never stop. Let's at least do it to some stuff that actually makes sense. Like y'all out here mad at your quarterback because he's not Jesus. Like okay. Once you get past, my question is this: once, and this is just for all the Dak people who just have this ridiculous amount of, and honestly, if you're not a Cowboy fan, I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? This is for the Cowboy fans. For those fans who feel that way about Dak, I'm not even here to try to sell you on the kid. If you don't like him, so what? Praise God. That was Wednesday. What else on this team that you do not like? That be the only thing I be issue. Because, like, listen, I love Dak too, but there be times that I have my problems with him too. But I just be like, damn, I'm going to be on the show for an hour and 40 minutes. Like, is Dak really pissing me off for an hour and 35? No, he probably pissed me off for 15 minutes. He don't get me wrong, Dak can get me going for about 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't understand, because think about this. Listen, I love Dak, but I don't understand why Dak don't understand that CeeDee Lamb is better than Michael Gallup. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? That irritates me too, because it's still Dak's arm throwing it.
You got to break the rule, Dak. You got to break the rule.
Yeah. So guess what? Listen to me. Oh, snaps. Did this dude sneak like in the building?
Yeah,
Yes,
I did. I'm sneaky. Very
landlord collected rent. Now he's back.
Have you ever seen Mr. D's, that man just pop up and be like, very sneaky? I don't know.
Hey, let me finish this point though. But yeah, that's my only thing for the people who just don't like that. When do you put that aside and look at Tony or look at Michael Gallup dropping touchdowns in the end zone, or look at your second round pick tight end who's not doing anything for you, or your first round pick who barely plays, bro? I don't even know if my first round pick is good because the dude doesn't play enough to decide if he's good. I think the nation just said, yeah, he's not good, but he don't even really play enough to decide if he's good or not. So that's all I'm with Boss on it. Listen, if you don't like that, praise God. And that's your prerogative. I don't even want to make excuses. I'm over it now. But my question is this: when do you take that hate aside and be like, okay, Dak, I still hate that, but are you still capable of hating something else? Because there are bigger problems than your quarterback on this team, man. There are bigger problems.
I can't wait to get on this part. Listen,
go ahead.
My question is, okay, to a lot of people that be hating on Dak, man, in my opinion, I just don't think they watch enough football, man. They couldn't watch enough football. Because if you did, you will see these quarterbacks that you googly-eyed over, that you just, would love to have on your team. They do some of the same things. Some of this stuff that they complain about is just normal football stuff that people do. You know what I'm saying? I promise you, if you watch Patrick Mahomes, that man misses throws. He misses touchdowns. He do. If you watch Justin Herbert, we just seen. Yeah. Half of the people that hate Dak,
landlord, they're not watching him though.
No, wait a minute. We just seen them the same.
They're not watching though.
We just seen the same. So they closed their eyes when Justin Herbert had the ball.
No, what I'm saying is this. No. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. I believe that Cowboy fans are like every normal fan in America. That they actually sit down and watch the Dallas Cowboys, but then they watch highlights of the Chiefs versus such and such and such and such. Yeah. I mean, guess what? On a highlight, the highlight is only 3 minutes, so you only see the 7 great plays that Patrick Mahomes made to get them to the victory. You don't see the other 57 other plays. You know what I'm saying? So they're actually watching Cowboys.
They criticizing the 8, 9 incompletions Dak had. What about the other 30 he had? It don't make sense. Some of the stuff they saying don't make sense. We just seen one of the golden boy, Justin Herbert. He missed 3 touchdown passes. And that ain't making headline news. Dak almost interception, bro. Y'all got to understand the weight, how much demand the star is. Dak almost interceptions make more headlines than people real interceptions. That's what people don't understand. That's
landlord, real quick, man.
They were counting training camp interceptions, dog.
Real quick, landlord.
That's ridiculous.
Real quick. I want to ask you something real quick, cause see, I was at first, I didn't know you was coming back. I was still kind of laboring on the things that we need to change. Getting ready for the long stretch, right? So you brought up the Gallup and giving Tolbert more reps, and you had to go.
Tolbert
So we
and
heard
Tolbert.
everybody's thoughts on that. I got my thoughts on that, but we didn't hear your thoughts, and you was the one who actually really brought it up.
Yeah, you know, life happened, man. So y'all forgive me, but I would like to
let me
say,
pause you for a
forgive
second too, real quick, just for one more second before you answer that question. I got to give me a hand for that. I got to clap for me, damn it.
yeah,
Clap for me.
freestyle.
I'm gonna clap for me, man. This is why. I had no idea that was gonna happen. We had some technical difficulties in the beginning, even getting my balls in here, Henny and Wes, and we was live and nobody panicked. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
especially myself. So I'm gonna clap for me, damn it.
Hey, you the producer. Yeah,
Let's
you get-
go.
you get the
Let's go,
props.
landlord.
But yeah, man, like I said, life happened. We do this live. But
Right.
I would like to see us at least distribute some of these targets between them two. If you're not super confident in Tolbert, okay, give Turpin half of them. You can split those those targets up between those two, in my opinion. Or you can possibly target Brandon Cooks a little more. Know what I'm saying? Do a little more things with him. Listen, I know a lot of people don't like the way they see Mike McCarthy run his offense. I'm going to tell you right now, Mike can make anybody he want open. I've seen this. I've seen it in the Giants game. He made CeeDee Lamb open all game. I've seen it in the Jets game. I think that was the one he made Michael Gallup open the whole game. Like, he can scheme people open. He can. I've seen it all season. So if he wanted to implement Brandon Cooks a little more, he would. But I don't know why he's not a big part
You
of the
know
game
why?
plan. So,
You know why?
because he's a bastard. Huh?
He's a bastard.
They don't want to. Why would you trade for somebody and don't want to highlight them and don't want to emphasize on them? Like that?
Because it's not their way.
Sense.
It's running a team with pride.
That's frustrating. Do you want?
Yeah, and then also
a win for that. You know what I'm saying?
They
Yeah,
risk
and
it.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like, you know, not to cut nobody off, man, but you also got to think about the limitations of what we're doing too. Like Mike McCarthy, this is probably as far as explosiveness, these offenses, because everybody be like what Mike McCarthy did in Green Bay. Mike McCarthy has a better overall car, I think now, weapon-wise, than he probably had in Green Bay. You know what I'm saying? Like the best receiver he had Jordy Nelson, who was doing things, but Jordy Nelson was never looked at as like there was the one time he was, but overall his career, he wasn't really, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't. I think Mike McCarthy right now has probably more weapons than he probably had when he was in Green Bay. The biggest weapon he had was obviously Aaron Rodgers. But let's just be real. Green Bay, they're a pride team that feels they're like the Yankees. The Green Bay is almost like the Dallas Cowboys, where they're like, you want to come here to play? Well, you need to come here and want to play. You know what I'm saying? Like they're real big on how they do.
Devontae
Yeah, like you know what I mean.
at the time.
Yeah, Devontae.
Exactly, like
They had some weapons over there. Ooh, shit.
you know what I'm saying. But it's like what I'm saying like this is me personally. I feel like. Do I think McCarthy can get us this team with McCarthy can win a Super Bowl? Yes. Do I think overall going forward in the future, this Mike McCarthy system is going to work? No, I don't believe it's going to work in the future. I'm going to tell you why. I believe it can work now, but I don't believe because I don't see things evolving. Like I don't see an amoeba turning into a goddamn lizard and then turning into a monkey and then turning into a human being. I don't see none of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like what I see is a bunch of recreation, like Bus just recreating things. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I also believe that Mike's approach from last year was not like, I think Mike kind of looked back and said, you know what? There are things we just need to do better, right? Well, there weren't things we need to do better. There was just things we need to just flat out do. Like we don't do a good job of distributing the ball to our number one receiver. You can't do that better because we've never done it good. Amari Cooper had the same problem. Dez Bryant had the same problem. Now CeeDee Lamb has the same problem. Someone is just going to have to go in their brain and change that. You know what I'm saying? Or we're going to have to get a guy.
I thought CeeDee just was like, you ain't finna get me in this situation. I'm gonna stop as soon as I see the first sign of you not getting me the ball.
Yeah,
because we was getting CeeDee the ball, bro.
Right. How was you getting them the ball last year? It's the same stuff as Amari Cooper, and you said hold on, Wes. You said it yourself, bro. If the same thing happened with Dez, that happened with Amari, that's not happening with CeeDee, it's none of the coaches. It's none of them. It's front office meddling. And it's and everybody got to figure out how to be successful with their meddling. That's what's going on. And that's why I really feel like landlord is 100% right when he said CD stood up for itself the moment he saw the wee-woo that was happening with Amari. And good for you. Good for you,
but think about
Amari.
this. This is the second time he's...
And we all need him too. We need CD Lamb and people. And see, I don't like how Brandon Cook's going about it. Sometimes you gotta be an asshole. You sometimes gotta say, man, give me the damn ball. It makes no sense for Michael Gallup to be having fade routes. It's dumb. I'm the one that run the 4-3. He runs a 4-4-4-5, and really right now with that ACL probably runs a 4-6. I ain't had no surgeries. I'm the one that should be getting the deep balls. And somebody need to say something. And I think everybody right putting it all together, but I think it comes all the way from the top.
Yes, and I'm going to tell you this right here. We can.
That's the one constant. So I agree.
No, the one constant is the quarterback. The one constant is the quarterback. That's why I made the statement. Like, listen to me. At the end of the day, the constant is the guy throwing the football. Like, listen to me. We can say scheme and Joes and all we want at the end of the day. Like, there has to be a development in your quarterback. Because, like, listen to me. The one thing that I do like about Aaron Rodgers, and the one thing I loved about Tony Romo and these and Patrick Mahomes, is that at some point as a quarterback and a leader, you do got to drop your nuts and just be an asshole and just be like, no, this is what we're going to do. This is the direction we're going to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, one thing I liked about Aaron Rodgers is, like, when they was in training camp and they gave him them trash receivers, he was like, nope, this is not going to work. Right there. This is not going to work. This is not going to work. Listen to me, Dak Prescott. I need my quarterback because at the end of the day, he is the consistent. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Dak is going to be here. Like, let's kill this notion about Dak going somewhere. Dak is going to be here. Dak is going to be the quarterback of my kids' young life. He's going to be their Tony Romo. Like, let's get over that. So, putting that all in a circle, there has to be a conscious. Because think about this. Dak has to understand it is best for him to get the ball to CeeDee Lamb. Not just the organizational standpoint. Bro, CeeDee Lamb gives you the best. And think about this. Dak, this is a contract year for you. So it's like the best way you're going to get paid is not by delivering the ball to a bunch of dudes. Because when you do that, you don't know who's going to do what with what. Bro, this is a contract year, and the Cowboys have to make a major decision on you. Bro, you need to tie in with CeeDee Lamb. Y'all need to be having sleepovers and saying, yo, we are both going to get paid. The last thing I'm going to say is this. Do it differently from what you did with Zeke. Because, listen, you left Zeke out there by himself. And guess what? He did get paid, but he had to wait. And me and Boss was both saying this. If Zeke and Dak would have both been like, bro, we need to get paid. Guess what happens? They both get paid. Because one can't coexist without the other. So I'm saying, see, like Dak Prescott, man, everything has to be led by Dak, bro. I need my quarterback to say something. Stand up for your number one. We've never had a quarterback in Dallas stand up for their number one receiver. Like, no. Well, actually, Tony did. Tony said this about Dez. Tony said, if Dez is one-on-one with no safety help, anybody know the rest? He's getting the effing ball. He's getting, and they even asked Tony Romo in that game, why did he get the ball? Because he was one-on-one with no safety help.
So this is the deal, because I still know it starts with front office. Even though Dak is the constant with the ball, because this is what you're asking for when you say Dak has to basically be the guy that decides if CeeDee Lamb is going to get the targets, if Cook is going to get the targets. Because what happened under Kellen Moore is well documented. Is they said, and Amari said this, we know from practice who go get the targets.
Who's going to get the ball. Yep.
So that's likely as it always.
It's already decided.
It's already decided. So in order for it to happen, it would take exactly what you said, a whole lot of Dak yard with the guys. Freestyle. And we know this possible because Terrence Williams said they did it with Romo. They said it on this show with all of us. You know what I mean? And it only came out with us. You know what I mean? Because the right questions exposed it. But that's what Dak really has to do. It is gonna take overtime, because you really know that likely and allegedly front office is pushing agendas, which they seem to tend to do. But then if you go work around this, Dak, as Wes said, you been the constant, then you gotta go to you and CeeDee Lamb gotta go to that Dak yard. Y'all gotta come up with y'all own audibles. Romo and Terrence Williams said they did it.
Yeah.
So let's not act like, oh, Boss is talking crazy, Wes is talking crazy, landlord making shit up, H.T.M.
They had a whole
talking out.
offense that nobody else knew about.
They had their
They had a
own
whole
offense. Do we
They
need
had
to
that.
replay
They
it?
had that mud. Man, they had that mud talking pig land get the ball.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
Hey, remember what Terrence said? Remember what Terrence said? Hey, remember what Terrence said? Terrence said, let me just say this point. Remember Terrence said this? He said there would be times where calls would come in and they would just be like,
Nope.
because they already knew what they were going to do.
Yep.
Yeah, they
all right, whatever.
They left signals. But the reason I say that, the only thing I will say is the scheme is a part of it, though, y'all. We can't overlook that, because
Agree.
You know, in the simplest form I can explain this. Of course, Madden's not real, but it's a good reference. You can look at it. When you do your routes on Madden, it is one of the routes is red. That is your primary receiver. It is kind of like that in real life. That means that's the first person he gonna look at.
Right.
And if you the last person,
It's exactly like that in
you
real
might
life.
not get the ball. You might not
Yeah.
get the ball. So how you gonna tell me that it's not possible for it to be the scheme? It's in the scheme as well. Just like Dak was saying, the 2.3. After that 2.3 seconds, I gotta go. I gotta scramble. I gotta go make something happen on the freelance. And in that scramble drill type situation, this is practice. This is part of the scheme. After that 2.3 seconds, when Dak can't find nobody, everybody has an assignment. It depends on where Dak where Dak's scrambling to. If he's scrambling to the right, you got people like, okay, I gotta go this way. If I'm on this part of the field, I gotta go this way. Like, everybody has an assignment even after that 2.3. So that's a part of what? The scheme. Kellen Moore didn't have that. And you can go back and look at 2021. You rarely seen those freestyle, freelance, Dak yard type possessions in that situation. You really didn't see that Dak no more. We thought that Dak didn't exist no more. That Dak just rose from the ashes. He came from back like the Phoenix, right? We thought that Dak was gone.
And if you look at the numbers, it backs it up. Because remember, when Kellen Moore became the play caller, Dak Prescott never once again had a season with 6 rushing touchdowns. Every year prior to Kellen Moore, Dak Prescott had at least 6 rushing touchdowns. He had 6 rushing touchdowns 2016, 2017, 2018. Kellen Moore became the play caller for the Dallas Cowboys in the 2019 season. Dak Prescott had 3.
You ain't see how he had one.
Yeah.
He had
And listen,
down in 2021. One. Ain't that crazy?
Yeah. Well, you guys also got to remember that after the leg injury, there was an absolute cognitive decision for him not to run. You know what I'm saying? So they talked about that too. So I would tie some of the injury. Yeah, I would definitely tie some of the injury in there, because if you go look at that San Francisco game, there's a play that always comes to my head on that 3rd down by the end zone, and I'm like, bro, why you just didn't run? And you can clearly see Dak's body was like, run, and his mind was like, no, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? He was wide open. You know what I'm saying? So I think that was more.
That right there, this going to be a quick interjection. That right there is 2 of the best things that Dak do that they done took away. I don't like that. They took away the legs. Of course, we understand with the injury history, but it's still one of the best things about that. And what else? The scramble drill, what we just talked about. That was 2 things he didn't have last year. Go ahead.
Hold on.
Yeah. And then also you got to think like this.
Hold on, because everybody keeps saying just one more. No more.
Double up. The money I color. Double up. The money I color.
Boss Land.
Super Chats.
All right, let's go. All right, man, let's take these super chats. Then we go get back to talking about the business of how to prepare for the long stretch. All right.
Let me do mine. I just got one because I got to cut out after a while anyway. So shout out to El Professor with the $9.99, man. I appreciate you. He says interesting conversation. Keep it going, y'all. We appreciate you, Mr. El Professor.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Let's go. And then we also got a super chat. Say, let's get the likes up in here, boss. Yeah, man. Y'all get the likes up. Quit playing, bro. Hold on real quick, man. Hold on real quick. Let me hit that button.
I just traveled across town and came back for y'all, man. Don't be like
Landlord teleported.
I don't know how you did that. That boy said, hey, man.
Don't be like that.
That boy said, she broke down on the highway. I was like, oh, we ain't gonna see landlord. He came right back like, Choom!
Y'all support for the Alpha now. You know what I'm saying? I had
for
to
the
go
Alpha
back
now,
to,
for real.
Sub-Zero and what his name is, Scorpion. I had to teleport, man.
Oh,
you know
man. And so then my boy M said, receiver by committee featuring Michael Gallup. Ooh, failed especially. Like, so why would he even make it to the second contract in Dallas? Goofy.
Man, but don't do that, Al. Don't be like that, Al. Al know he wrong for that. That was rookie Michael Gallup. Al so wrong for that.
Yeah, but rookie Michael Gallup wasn't deserving of a contract. Like, Michael, listen to me. Michael Gallup has never done anything that was deserving of a contract. Like, I'm just being honest with you. Cowboy fans, listen to me. Cowboy fans, we need to raise our standard. Like, our standard needs to be better. We are the only fan base that be falling in love with thirds and fours, trying to swear up and down that we should pay them right now. So that, like, think about this. If we would have took a different approach on Tony Pollard, it wouldn't, not a Tony Pollard, on Michael Gallup, it wouldn't have allowed you to take that approach on Tony Pollard. Like, we have this real mindset that, like, that the next man up mentality. We need to get rid of that, bruh. We need to get rid of that next man up mentality. We need to get rid of it.
It's worse than what you said. Ooh, it's even worse. I'm gonna say it once I finish the super chat because it's the last one. He said Gallup has to step it up. Toba should be in the rotation, but I would make a mighty move and bring T.Y. instant impact Hilton back. Why? Philly DBs couldn't run with him.
Hilton don't want to be here.
Yeah, ooh.
T.Y. don't want to be here. T.Y. Hilton doesn't want to be in Dallas.
Okay, why?
Because he had other deals where he could have took last year and he got less targeted. T.Y. Hilton came to Dallas, got himself mentally prepared, everything, to then come to Dallas and get what? How many? Somebody want to put on record how many targets he got? The Cowboys, like, listen to me. If you were T.Y. Hilton, there's no way at the end of your career you're going to give the Dallas Cowboys another chance. I wouldn't. Like, you already gave them a chance last year when you were going to be the number 2 wide receiver, and they still didn't throw you the ball.
And see,
if I'm T.Y. Hilton, there's no.
And see, that's why I say it's worse. That's why I say it is worse. You see, it boomeranged perfectly. Yeah, it's worse.
So, hey, I got the numbers. It was 10 targets, 7 catches, 121 yards.
That's horrible.
In how many games?
How many games?
3.
Yeah.
2. Hold on.
Yeah, more
3
than 3
games. He only got here in Philly. Philly was the first game.
Yeah, because the Texas was the only time they really kind of target him. But this is the thing.
He had 3 regular season games. He had 2 playoff games.
This is why I was going to say
5
games. It's not also
these are regular season numbers.
It's not also
5 total
this
games.
is why it's worse, because it's not just we signed Michael Gallup. It was the fact that Stephen Jones said, and I quote, we couldn't have signed Michael Gallup if we would have kept Amari Cooper. In other words,
what is you talking about? You should have walked away from that dude.
Exactly,
let Michael
and
Gallup
that's
walk.
exactly what he said. And he said it like, see, because that's why to me it's coming down to culture and stubbornness. It's Will McClay is always bailing them out of bad decisions. Put it like this: if we didn't have Will McClay, we would be the 8-8 Romo Cowboys.
You know what Will McClay situation is with the Cowboys? You ever had that friend that was a screw up? He always messed everything up, but his parents always had his back. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't care what he did he? He went and wrecked cars. He spent all his money. He in the club every day.
Listen to him.
He ain't paying his bills because he know all the time if he needs some help, his parents right there to bail him out. That's Will McClay.
Hey, listen to me. I love Will McClay. I love him too. But at some point, bro, you're going to have to grab your things between your legs, right? Because at the end of the day, man, all that good stuff that you're saying you're doing is equaling us the same amount of success. And my thing is this, man. Will McClay, if you ain't learned from Jason Garrett, and that is at the end of the day, you can take the lumps and bumps, but they will push you off to the sidelines. And I'm going to tell y'all this right here. I think Will McClay has enough. I don't really the results are really telling me that Will McClay doesn't have as much pull as we think he does. I'm just being honest with you. I believe that Will.
He just.
I believe that Will. Yes, I honestly don't think at the initial division that they're asking Will McClay. I don't think so. I think Jerry Jones and Steven
he fixes it.
Yeah, we saying.
When they say we like LVE, let's give him a shot. Then we all say LVE is injury prone. He likely go get hurt.
But think about this, boss. But think about this.
Then he gets hurt. Then what he do? He go get this linebacker, Jones. You know what I mean? Yeah. They say, you know what? Let's do receiver by committee. They break it. They break Dak, and he say, okay, go fix it. And then he say, okay, I'm gonna go get your Amari Cooper.
But I'm gonna tell you guys.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you, Will McClay told you on an interview where he kind of stood with the nation and where his role was with Jerry Jones and this nation. When they asked him, was it important for a player to kind of fit in with Dallas more than fitting in or athletically? And his answer was this.
Yeah.
It is very important for you. Go ahead, boss. I'll let you break it.
I remember, because he had to learn it because he picked the players and the environment ran off players. So he was like, nah, I don't do that no more. I make sure that they character profiles. You basically got to pass a character profile before you put the Cowboys.
Yeah. So think about this. So what he said is they value. Think about this. Think about this. I'm gonna tell you this statement. This is a very powerful statement right here. The Dallas Cowboys actually value how your relationship is going to be walking around in AT&T inside the Star.
Yeah.
Just as much as they value how much you're going to be walking around on the field at AT&T Stadium.
Right.
So think about this. If they can see before they hire you, oh, damn, he going to get into it with Sharon in accounting. Why? Because he wear blue shoes every day, and we already know Sharon don't like blue shoes. So you know what? Yeah, he might be a good talent, but he's not going to really fit in with our environment. Bro, I'm going to tell you, Will McClay is good, but he would be a god if he was a team or somewhere else just doing whatever he want to be able to do. So it's like, that's why I say, like,
it's unfortunate, but it makes sense though. Cause you got to think about it. This a big thing to be a Cowboy, bro. It is. Like you a celebrity instantly. Like I bet.
Girl, he didn't turn down money though. You see?
No, wait a minute.
Will's turned down money though.
I know. I'm talking about like the players, the responsibility, the weight of it. Once you become a Cowboy, you got to have a certain kind of character to be able to handle this. You do.
Heck no, bruh. Heck no. Heck no. We got to kill that, bruh.
I'm just saying,
listen to me,
bro, because it's too much weight. It's too much. You got a lot of access to stardom for a lot of stuff.
I can't.
You got a lot of access to a lot of stuff, and you gotta have the right kind of character to be able to handle that.
Landlord.
Listen, wait a minute, man. The wrong power, that power going to the wrong hands, bro. It could be crazy.
No,
I'm gonna tell you that straight.
No,
it can.
Listen to me. We don't do background checks on content creators. All you got to do is go live and get it popping. And guess what? The power is right there. This is 2023. The internet is everywhere, bruh. Listen to me. We need to stop this mindset of like there's extra scrutiny for being a Dallas Cowboy. Bruh, listen to me. There's extra cameras because we're bigger. But guess what? That light is going to dim. There's a bank in everywhere. This is 2023, man. This is a social media network. There's no reason that someone should not be on this team because of the camera, the minds. Because think about this. The Cowboys have brought in players like Greg Hardy. Greg Hardy was a player that just beat the hell out of a woman. And then he gave her a $250,000 for her not to go to court. Cowboys brought that dude in. He got 12 sacks for it.
I'm telling you what their mentality is.
But I'm gonna tell you, but I'm gonna keep it real with you though, bro.
Wait a minute. At the same time, you say it's the internet. The internet is everywhere, but the Cowboys still way bigger and better than everybody.
All right, so
wait.
It's no fruit in what we talking about at all. So check this out. As we trying to get ready for the final push. What's up with Dan Quinn? Is it some things? We talked about the offense. There's some things about that defense needs some work too.
It is.
Dan needs to come out the booth. He needs his ass on the sidelines. There's moments in games where there's confusion. There's moments in games where players on the field look like they don't know what they're doing. Dan needs to come out. He needs to come out the booth. And I'm gonna be honest with you, that's some insider information from my dog. And he don't care if I say his name. My boy Jalen, I asked him last year what was one thing he would train about Dan Quinn, and that was the first thing he said. He needs to come out that booth.
Good answer.
Like,
I got you. What else? What you got on that, landlord? Dan Quinn.
One thing is the corners are a little too aggressive. You know what I'm saying? But I put that on Al Harris because I feel like Al Harris just played like that too. So that's what he preaching. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I don't like how many stunts we do. We do a little too many stunts and mess up containment and mess up the responsibilities and the gaps at times, and we get caught lacking in them situations. So maybe something like that, or that's probably my biggest gripe: the stunts. We do too many stunts. Maybe relax and put Micah at nose tackle and stuff like that sometimes.
Yeah, they do it too much. All right, I got one for y'all. Can we get less big nickels sometimes? I know I understand. I understand, Dan Quinn, you love it. I be seeing you out there with 4-5 safeties on the field sometimes, like a safety convention. But like, dog, we cannot stop the damn run most of the time. Most of the time, you're too undersized to handle these guys. And the only time we lose games is when we give up big run totals. 222 yards against the Cardinals, 170 yards against the 49ers. Listen, when Evans comes after this bye and Evans able to play, his ass need to play some linebacker for you. I love J. Run.
Can I ask you a question?
Hold on. Go ahead.
Ask a question. So how you feel about Marquise Bell though? Because wait.
Stay on this line. Stay on this subject because I got my Dan Quinn too. No, stay on this subject because I need to.
Hold on.
Hey, stay on Dan Quinn because I need my.
Keep the orders. Keep the order. Kenny cooking now. Go ahead, keep cooking, bro. You cooking.
All right, listen. There is a time and a place for every damn thing. Like, there's a time and place for everything. Like, we're gonna not sit here. We're not gonna sit here and act like the Dallas Cowboys have to sit out here. Listen, they be having 3-4 safeties on the field, 1st and 10, and these motherfuckers in I formation. Why?
I love it, man. Wait. I gotta clap it up, bro. Wait, bro. Oh,
like, listen, there's a time. There will be time and a place for you to put a safety back on the field. If you going up front on 1st down and it's second and 12 and they come out empty, sure, put another safety on the field. It's 3rd and long, put another safety on the field. Why are you lining up in big nickel against power formations?
Man,
they got a damn fullback and a tight end out there.
Oh man, wait. That boy preach. That boy good.
Hey, gotta go.
Real quick, I gotta jump in. I'm gonna be quick though, cause see, I was gonna say tight ass linebackers, but hit it, baby, to it. So I'm gonna treat that like a tweet. I'm gonna just reshare it. Damn, man, that was the discipline. Damn, like, come on, man. I thought you had fear of these guys. What's up with these outsides? Come on, man. Like, nah, tighten this defense up, Dan Quinn. I want to see better losing containment. It's not even just the stunts. It's so many cats doing what they want to do. A whole lot of games we lost because cats was just doing what they want to do. Come on now. Yeah, man, Dan Quinn, no, it ain't everything. It just ain't rainbows with you either.
Yeah. Now, that was one of my biggest gripes. I was asking y'all, I've been asking this question, and I think it's still the same thing. Is it the fact that we don't have linebackers while he's doing all this big milk?
Tiny linebacker. Tiny, baby.
And
so somebody needs to say it.
Hold on, wait a minute. I know it was one of y'all I called one day. Somebody let me know, because, hey, it was an off-camera conversation. But I called one of y'all.
I think it was me.
I was looking at this film, bro.
The tiny ass linebacker.
Little dude. I said, man, J. Ryan looking like a pole back there. Then he got this number 1. He shouldn't have did the number 1. Number 1 make him look even smaller.
Let me say this real quick.
Man.
The Dallas Cowboys had an opportunity to
Hold on real quick, bro. I ain't been ever live. All right, go ahead, man.
Nah, I was saying the Dallas Cowboys had an opportunity to get linebacker play. Bobby Wagner was a free agent.
Yeah.
He was not making any kind of money.
Wanted him. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Dan Quinn didn't want Bobby Wagner.
Dallas Cowboys had an opportunity to add him. They didn't. So that's a personnel decision. They decided against adding them. They chose to sign their boy Leighton Vander Esch with no neck to a contract. So that's what they did.
If you're going to use some small linebackers, they should at least know how to use their advantages. Now, it look like Bell might know. It's a small sample size. But, bro, if you small, bro, you should be able to beat these guards and stuff to the spot. Make them block you in the back. Use your elusiveness and your quickness to your advantage. Don't sit up here and try to go toe-to-toe with these dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to be small, know how to be small. That was one of my problems, too.
All right. Y'all know I get my haircut on Thursday, so when y'all hear this music.
Hey, man, I ain't got my Dan Quinn my point off. I got to get my Dan
Quinn. My haircut. You can get it in. I got to let y'all know how much time we got for you to get it in, though.
Go ahead.
So I only got about 3 minutes. So
go ahead, Wes. You go ahead, eat it up. I'm probably gonna go ahead and jump off it anyway. Go ahead, Wes.
Yeah, you kind of stiff. And you know, holler at my barber then. My barber do it while you live too. Yeah, you mean you just open the door, he start cutting you and walk right out.
You got 2 minutes, you got 2 minutes, 30 seconds now.
Yeah, I tell the audience, I'm gonna talk about some random stuff for 30 seconds. Then I'm gonna give my last 2 minutes. The last 2 minutes gonna be 5. So I'm gonna do my outro now. Then it's West Coast Cowboy. You can find me on all social media platforms. West Coast Cowboy. I've got jerseys and everything else. If you need them, inbox me. Just type in West Coast Cowboy. You can find me everywhere you can find. My last 3 points. Now I got my 2 minutes. Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn is just like all our other friends. We have things that we're in common. Dan Quinn is just the reason why Dan Quinn works so well with all the guys in the nation and all the guys in the staff is because they are all friends, and friends have like things. There are things that Dan Quinn reminds me that Kellen Moore did, and that is he has a point and a will that he wants to show on a football field. Dan Quinn, that is his way. The little linebacker, the conversion of a safety to a linebacker, that is his way. As soon as he got to Dallas, the first thing he ever did was bring in Keanu Neal, who was a safety, and moved him to linebacker. And I'm going to be honest with you, Keanu Neal took a whole offseason, put on 20 pounds, and still couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I think all Dan Quinn is doing at that is just trying to refine his idea of whatever he feels a linebacker. It's almost like Chris Richard. Like, remember Chris Richard came in here and he had this set notion on exactly what he wanted in a corner. And because of that, my boy Snacks, you know, my boy Strap from Chris Harris from the Chargers, cornerback who wanted to come to Dallas, straight up told Boss Cowboy at a practice that, man, they don't want corners under what he say 6'1" or something like that. He said something like that. Like, bro, they're not interested in corners that are under 6'1". You know what I'm saying? And this was a Pro Bowl corner that told you that, Boss, at a practice, right? So I think that Dan has this notion, or he has seen something work with this linebacker that can cover and do all that thing, and he feels that the basis of it has to be a safety. So that's just something Dan has in his brain, and he's trying to refine it, and he's trying to make it better. I think it can work. I just don't think it can work for 70 plays. You need a real middle linebacker. You know what I'm saying? And I think that would be my only grip and gripe with Dan. He does a lot of stuff that just makes common sense.
I gotta go, bro. I'm sorry. You did eat up all that time. So, man, we out of here, man. Y'all take it easy, man. It's Boss Land. We out.
Appreciate y'all.
God bless. God bless.